You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Guys, we said it many times on this channel that politics and sports do not mix. Politics and sports do not mix. That is why I do not watch the NBA anymore. Because when they went into the NBA bubble, they made political statements for Marxism and all about voting for Democrats. Firmly against that. That's just my stance. I believe that was a terrible move by the NBA, and folks, they have truly not recovered. Now that brings us to Major League Baseball. As you guys know, last year, the MLB All-Star Game was supposed to be in Atlanta. The Atlanta Braves were actually supposed to host the MLB All-Star Game. However, Stacey Abrams, a radical Democrat, decided to get political. And she called Georgia's new voting laws Jim Crow 2.0, that it would actually disenfranchise, black people because, Stacey Abrams believes that black people are dumb and stupid just because they have to show an ID to actually vote. And guys, Stacey Abrams is just so ridiculous, folks, that even a judge, an Obama judge, debunked all of that. Well, guys, Stacey Abrams, as you guys know, is running for governor of Georgia again. And folks, it looks worse for her this time than it did in 2018. I mean, there's actually more black people now supporting Brian Kemp than in 2018. Stacey Abrams is still playing the race card no matter what, because Stacey Abrams thinks black people are dumb. Check this out, guys, on Outkick. Stacey Abrams lies about Georgia's Knicks All-Star Game in new political ad. It's heating up, folks. These political ads are heating up. When I watch TV, I'm out here in Texas. I always see Greg Abbott versus Beto O'Rourke ads out here in Texas. And Beto's going to get the doors blown off him as well. But let's read some of this here. Look at this, guys. It says here, Stacey Abrams' ad is full of lies. Abrams suddenly realized the damage that her Jim Crow comparison caused. Now she's flipping the narrative and accusing Kemp of costing Georgia the All-Star Game, a complete 180. This is insane, folks. And, MLB, the MLB commissioner, Rob Manfred, he removed the All-Star Game probably with a whole bunch of influence from people on the left. Took it out of Atlanta and moved it over to Colorado. This is insane. But this is what Stacey Abrams' ad says. It says, quote, Brian Kemp's far-right politics. Folks, showing an ID is far-right politics. Yeah, this is how radical Stacey Abrams is. But anyway, Brian Kemp's far-right politics have really cost us. We lost the All-Star Game over his restrictive voting laws, and it cost Georgia businesses $100 million. Music Midtown pulled the plug over his dangerous gun laws and cost us another $50 million undercount. 6 hospitals closed, including a major medical center. Now, business leaders say his abortion ban is hurting Georgia companies. Stacey Abrams will keep jobs and opportunity here in Georgia so we can all thrive. So, since we're going to be talking about the sports aspect on this right here, she's blaming Brian Kemp. And I'm not really a Brian Kemp fan. She's blaming him for losing the All-Star Game. This is insane, folks, because we know that what Stacey Abrams was actually pushing out there, voter suppression, that was a lie. And we actually covered this also in a video, I believe, earlier this year for the primaries in Georgia. It was a record turnout. Nobody was actually being suppressed. And Clay Travis tweets out, while Stacey Abrams is running ads on TV blaming Brian Kemp for MLB pulling the All-Star Game from Braves. This is next level desperate and also a flat out lie. It was Abrams who falsely labeled the Georgia voting bill as Jim Crow 2.0 that led to MLB's decision to pull the All-Star Game. Now check this out, guys. Abrams' platform debated that the Election Integrity Act would restrict minority turnout in elections to, quote, suppress the vote in favor of Republicans. Her message was pure fiction, as early voter turnout in 2022 drew in 857,000 ballots, a record high count that was, quote, 3 times as many as in the state's primary election in 2018. Now, that is absolutely true. That is really, really true, folks. And think of this. More people now are voting in Georgia. And guess what? That's including black people, too. And Stacey Abrams is more down in the polls now than she was in 2018. Even with more black people voting, Stacey Abrams is actually in more trouble now than in 2018. This woman is an idiot, a complete idiot. She is the main reason why the Atlanta Braves, the Atlanta area, lost the All-Star game. She is the reason why. Stacey Abrams, man, is just so despicable, man. She is just so despicable. Wow. Trying to change it and blame Brian Kemp for the All-Star game being removed from Georgia when it was clearly her and left-wing morons. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.